Gamers. Hi. Hi, Neo. Hi, Anime. Hi, Candy. Hi, Sleepy Crow. It's streaming time. I was like 50-50 on if I was even gonna be able to stream today, just because of like timing and stuff. Because, gaming. My gamers. That just reminded me of something I described during the last Yapo session I was running. I was describing, I think someone was looking for like the restrooms, and it was like in a Costco size, a massive, basically Chuck E. Cheese equivalent, Chunkers E. chest bin. And I was like, okay, there's bathrooms, sure. It's a kid's place, so there's the little girls' room, there's the little boys' room, and there's the little gamers' room for everyone else. Incredible stuff. Hi, Roman. Waving. Also, I was gonna go downstairs and grab a sody, but then my crab was like, oh, I'm gonna bring the dishes down. I'll take care of it for you. So sweet. Oh no. Yes. Honestly, it probably makes more sense for there to just be gender-neutral bathrooms for everything, but I had already started saying the sentence, so everyone else is assigned gamer.
The little gamer's room.
The little gamer's room. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saintly crab. So true. Crab. I won't even ask for a bite of your cookie cake. That's how sweet and good I am. Bye? Okay, bye. Gamer bathroom. Hashtag true. Hashtag real. Hashtag old coin. Alright, yeah! I'm looking at everything. The only thing I need to change... There we go. Won't stop me from asking, give me that cake. You heard, Candy Kid. Share some of your cookie cake, honey.
No.
Aw. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but Crab said no. Sorry. I'll give you one of my, my Linder truffle things. It's Neapolitan flavored. Kip real? So real. So true. Hello, Rue. Boom! You guys did hear Crab? Okay, good. Sometimes I cannot tell what's up with this mic. Although I think the mic itself is fine when I'm streaming. It's just like sometimes Discord is very selective on what it picks up. It can be odd and strange. The Kipper. So true. Let me change my face. I'm feeling happy today. Zoop. So, lore for Kip. This was one of the rivals I initially designed for my first Yapos campaign. I'm currently running Yapos 2, which is it's 2 different campaigns, monthly and weekly, right? But Kip was a rival in campaign 1, and campaign 2 he decided he felt like the first Pokemon journey he went on was not, like he felt like he needed to go out again and kind of get a fresh start. And part of that fresh start was something I had considered and decided I think it would be a good thing to do with her. Is let them try out some new pronouns in game, in character. So, you know, outside of right now, the status is she uses just he him outside of the UFO, which is like a thingy, you know, smile. But within it, we try she, they, and he, and we see how it's gonna go. Estrogen saved her. So true. They're also... This is a whole thing to explain. A BV2, which is like a robot person, like a manufactured person, in my setting, which is created... I would have to break out a freaking diagram for this. But basically, in my region, there are these things, these people called BV2s, which cannot leave the region, and are at least partially, like, only like half organic. And in the process to create a BV2, you have to basically extract the soul from a Pokemon, which gives a reason for Shadow Pokemon to exist other than just being fighting machines. Which I personally liked a lot, writing that stuff in. So there's a Shadow Pokemon that's used to make the BV2. Typically, Kip is actually an exception. And then if they die, if the BV2 dies or is destroyed, they reincarnate as a baby, like the first stage of that Pokemon that was used to make them. Blink, blink. Yeah. Can they not leave the region due to lack of repair parts, or do they just kind of turn off? They turn off, and eventually they shut down and they just completely shatter and reincarnate. The reason that they do that is, at the very least, partially a spoiler for the campaigns, so I won't go into too much detail. Smile. Because if they knew the reason why, then obviously they would potentially try and figure out a way to work around it. Glass breaking sound effect. So true. I can be trusted with spoilers. Smile. Snores? Alright. Yeah. Okay, this is cute, but this is a little too distracting for me now, actually. Let's back up. Let's try this playlist instead. I don't really want something with direct lyrics right now. It's gonna make me confused. But, yeah, I'd be happy to answer more questions while I chitter-chatter, although I might get so distracted and excited about talking about my own writing that I won't draw as much. But, you know, I'll try my best. I'm gonna lower the size of this. Is this playing? Yes, it is. Okay. Can't wait for the new TCG Pocket set. Bro, I'm still trying to get the, I don't play any of the actual battles in Pocket, but I like collecting the cards, and I've been trying to get enough cards that I could get the Giratina album, or emblem, or whatever. And I've been opening up packs, and I haven't gotten anything. To be fair, I haven't spent any money on that game. I don't really plan on it, but it is frustrating. I've been opening a lot of packs that are like all the same shit. The new Pocket set has Serena in it. I need her. Oh, I remember. I remember drawing the, what was the Poke Fusion we did? That was like Serena. Was it Serena and Cinderace? I need Kip images now. There we go. I need to pull up, their base reference. Guppy. Come on, baby. Please. There we go. It's Cinderace, Serena. I have your drawing saved, based. Yeah, this is Kip as of right now. I think I'm probably gonna draw a new reference for her. At the very least after everyone knows what's up. Long ass arms. Look, this art's kind of old, okay? I know, honey. Is asking what Pokesoul's piloting Kip a spoiler or no? No, it's not. It's a Togepi. So the fun thing with Kip, his grandma, Professor Cinnamon, she was a professor in the first campaign. I'm gonna use like a dark brownish color. Anyway, Professor Cinnamon was the professor in the first campaign. She is currently MIA. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'd have to explain with her. But she was one of the main people in Yapos who helped develop BV2s as like a whole. Like the whole thing was very much heavily pushed by her, and then the champion of the region, the previous champion, Devada. And one of the things that she was motivating her was like, oh, I want to have a family. I have a wife, but I only spend a couple of days with her a week. Because of our jobs. And I really feel sad that I kind of missed out on like raising a family, like raising a kid. So I'm gonna make one myself. She made the first one, and he died, I think, I have to look at my notes. He died pretty quickly, and then he reincarnated as a Togepi. And the big thing with them as well is that she was kind of also using it as like a pet project because she wanted to figure out a way to make BV2s without creating a shadow Pokemon. So it was experimental. The beta one, the initial one, Kip 1. That doesn't look right. Let me try this from the top. Kip 1 died, became Myru, and then later becomes Carmine, which is a whole thing. My wife, this girl, yes, Professor Cinnamon. But, geez, I'm so excited to talk about this. I'm losing my train of thought as I'm talking. But, yeah, Professor Cinnamon made the first Kip. Then that one died. She later then made this Kip, which is Kip. The other one doesn't go as Kip anymore. He goes by Carmine now. Aw, Crab being sweet. It isn't called Yapos for nothing. Yeah! I'm putting the yap in Yapos, baby. Professor Cinnamon makes a second Kip. In like a almost sick way, she makes the first Kip that died, the Togepi, be Kip's starter Pokemon. He goes by what? Smile. I'm too good. Thanks. Smile. Let's see. I will also say the stuff I'm saying right now is technically public knowledge, but obviously some people wouldn't know, right? So if this is a revelation to any of y'all, that's totally fine by me. I'm being careful and thinking as I talk. I promise. I feel like, okay, these sketches were really rough, so the proportions in some of these are not going to be right. I'm going to have to... Some of this might be new to Neo. So true. Every single time I hear the name Carmine, my brain immediately goes to hit Ace Attorney character Carmine Accidenti, who crashes in a car and immediately exits the story. Yeah. Carmine Accidenti. The funniest thing about that is that Carmine did have an Accidenti shortly after he was made. It is very new to me. Oh, it's yummy. It's so yummy. Yeah, Kip in Campaign 1, his starter was Myru, who was the original Kip. Who died, and when a BV2 reincarnates, unless there's extenuating circumstances, they lose their memories, and the only way to regain them is by exploring the world, usually traveling with a trainer, and like regaining their memories through the act of like adventuring and seeing the world. Like if they stay stagnant, they don't remember anything ever again. Candy is like 5% Yapos involved. So true. So Kip travels with Myru. Myru slowly regains his memories. Thank you, Archer. So true. And by the end of Campaign 1, Myru is fully evolved into a Togekiss and can generally communicate. He didn't have the capacity to speak directly. I'm gonna have to... You know what? Actually, what's gonna be easier than this is... Power of... Select tool, and then I think... The thing with Pokemon characters is that their heads are kind of pretty big compared to normal human anatomy. Which I try to emulate, but it can still sometimes look kind of fucked up and weird. Among Us crap. What do you mean Among Us crap? Is there an Among Us here that I can't see, honey? Or are you being silly on me? That's a little bit better. Yeah, end of Campaign 1. I'm telling the story of Kip and Carmine now because it's fun. It's fun to talk about. Myru is able to talk to the flying type specialist and is like, Kip, I want to be a human again. I don't want to be a Pokemon anymore. I remember being a human and I got to experience it for so little. Please help me. And Kip was like, that would be extremely immoral because making BB2s in itself is inherently cruel act. I mean, it's nice to make humans, right? Especially a body that's like better, but like you have to abuse a Pokemon pretty directly. And at that time, the way that they made Kip and Carmine was pretty much unknown. The only person who knew was Professor Cinnamon, and she had actually died and been replaced by a second Professor Cinnamon who was a BB2 that the party found out midway through Campaign 1, which I also really liked. And also kind of contradicted something that I like personally, which is elderly women professors in games I really like for Pokemon games. I feel like that's not something that they've done super well in Pokemon proper. The only one that I remember was in Galar, and her entire plot line was like retiring. And even then, I negated that myself by making my elderly professor of the region a robot person. But, you know, look, I was really compelled by it. I was like, this is what I want. Now I'm just picturing the fucked idea of either Archer or Cyrano going, hey, Aerodora, we need you to become a BB2 for a case. Trust me, it'll work. Oh, God. So the thing with turning from a Pokemon into a BB2 again is that it also has fucked implications. Carmine figured out how to do it, but in doing so, literally made a monster alongside it. But he did it. He's a guy again. Myru was when he was a Pokemon. He turned into Carmine. Now he's a person again, proper. And he looks somewhat similar to Kip, but it's like a Sonic Shadow situation. I feel like he definitely looks noticeably edgier. And like, I don't know, if you were like blind, or I guess like people in the Sonic universe, you would not be able to tell them apart. Question mark? Neosid. Mostly a spectator outside of Metsu. This is fair. I mean, I don't know, maybe someday if you wanted to guest as Metsu, I could see if I could make it work. I don't want to do... I do have, like, a lot of things I want to have guesting happen. Basically, Professor Sadek. Yeah, actually, it's so funny how the endgame plot of Scarlet Violet with the Professor was extremely... It, like, essentially made pieces of what I wrote canon. Can't leave the area. Has like dark-colored Scalera when they find out what they are or reveal what they are. There was a lot of other shit. Crystals, of course, crystals. Can't believe Cinnamon was a villain the whole time. So sad. At least Myers Chill is a monster. Very down for guessing if the circumstances are right. Good. This side profile is tough. I want like a more subtle smile. Kip is so cute. She's very anxious about this change because she's a very generally shy and like doesn't want to get in the way of other people or cause problems for anyone, even subtly, kind of person. But this is kind of like this is a growth arc for them. They do still have a rounded face. I think I need to do a different pose. I'll come back to that one. I'm having a lot of trouble making it look cute. Kip is a category 100 Blorbo, right? I need to shake her around like a squeaky toy. True. Understandable, I hope the best for her. Yes. Girl would die before asking a friend to drive them somewhere. Actually, kind of, yeah. Oh, don't worry, I could just take myself. I think I said category 11 Blorbo for Kip and Carmine, or category 10 is supposed to be the max. I remember I made a list of my like my Blorbo categories. It's like a category 10 storm. Kip is super up there. Kip, I basically engineered Kip to be a huge Blorbo for me because I based him heavily off of Tails, which is like my number one childhood crush. I love Tails from Sonic a ton. Literally, I kept a portrait, like a little printout that I made of Tails. I laminated it, and I carried it around with me everywhere from, like, all of middle school, I think. Kipton is a 20-mile drive away. So true. No, really, it's okay. I could just walk. Tails was your what? Childhood crush, dude. I was huge on Tails. With a welding mask. You found with a welding mask on creating Kip in the Blurbo lab. True. Banned this guy. Your friends can become cars. I really don't want to inconvenience Friendo. It's okay. I'll get there eventually. They love it for enrichment. See, now I feel like I should explain what Friendo is, but I almost don't want to. I wish I wish I had an emo of that art that I use for Friendo. Honestly. I miss my wife, Tails. True. Oh, you're reporting? Oh, thank you, honey. Do you have the slots for it? What did you mean by this? Oh, for an emote. I don't know how many emote slots I have right now. I think I might. Actually, I'm really curious. Wait, who's being reported? There was just someone posting spam in the chat. One of those cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Dumb. Oh, Boomtails. I need to watch, I need to freaking watch the, what is it, Sonic Prime? Let me see. I'm checking my emote slots real quick. I have space for... I have the tier 2 and tier 3 emotes that I don't care about that much. Why did I make Wawa Weewa a tier 3 emote? That's insane. Wawa Weewa only for the highest level subs. I have 1 space for a standard emote. I have 8 spaces for animated ones. Then I have 2 bonus animated emotes and 1 tier 2 emote, if I wanted. Can't forget their eyebrows. Oh, the other pieces. So the other pieces for Kip that I used. It was Tails. It was partially not as much a childhood crush as much as a character I just liked. Freaking number 2 from Kids Next Door. And then the last one was Link. Specifically, like... Not as direct. Oh, thank you. I hope you guys were able to hear that a little better than I could. Mine was surprisingly soft. Proportions are definitely off still. I think this needs to go, like, down noticeably. There we go. I could hear it fine. Okay, perfect volume. Good. Thumbs up emoji. I almost barked for the Whoa Weewa joke. That's my sound clip for whenever I'd hop into a Discord call. Neck too thick here. What else do I have to say? I like chitter-chattering about Yappos quite a bit. I'm also trying to work on this good art, you know? I'm excited for more Carmine shenaniganery eventually. Got a friend who has the FNAF phone guy hello as her Discord join sound. Nice. I need a reference for this. Hand holding a phone is something that I feel like I draw so often and I can never do it from scratch. I always have to fucking see a ref. Finding some really good references. Of people holding up phones. Tier list of which BB2's estrogen would save. I'd have to list out all the BB2s, of which some might be spoilers. Smile. Hand holding phone. Here we are. Okay. Then huge news. What do we got? Jama is Filipino? Who's that? Drawing freaking fingers. Jam is an A-tier username. True. Music in the Toxic Yuri playlist? Ew. I would play the Toxic Yuri playlist, but I'm pretty sure that the stream would get in trouble if I did that, sadly. This hand reference is bad, actually. I'm using a drawing reference as a reference. Okay. What am I doing? I'm drawing. I swear to God, I'm drawing. I'm trying to draw. So, the arm situation here. There we go. Star Wars text scrolls, all the pronouns go past. Yeah. Ugh. Trying to figure out this freaking let's see. Did you know gaming? When I need my hands and I'm drawing, I typically put my tablet pen in my mouth. I don't like put it all the way in my mouth, obviously, because that would be gross. But like, I feel like that's the easiest place to put it because it doesn't bounce well in my ear. The pieces of Kip are tails number 2 and what else? Bite down. I ain't doing that. No. Just because I have a backup tablet pen doesn't mean I'm gonna do that. I would say a bit more passively, like Link. Maybe like a more Toon Link type inspiration. It's mainly the eyebrows. Like the idea that my Streff has trouble understanding gender since he's from a cartoon world. Yeah. I guess depending on the world, it would be like potentially just not really as much of a thing. I don't know. It depends on your world building. This is a funny reference. Okay. I think I can use this. Why is it so quiet? Why is it so quiet? Let's listen to a different. Let's see. Aquarium City, Louisong. Is that gonna get copyright struck? Let's pick up Luigi. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Scarlet and Ash hanging out at the Stalkers Anon meeting. Oh my god. Honey. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Isekai World. Posting a random link. This is the hand reference I'm using currently. Chuckling and giggling at how this looks. Something like this. Just holding a phone. You'd think it would be so simple. I need to do this on a different layer. What's more toxic, Yuri, Henry x Ash, or Scarlet x Ash? I don't think Scarlet and Ash would be into each other. I think Ash genuinely wants to kill Henry. Smile emoji. Henry x Chernobyl. Cool? Don't do that to Henry. Scarlet x Paige, I think Jura meant. Scarlet Paige is toxic something. It's certainly toxic. No, I know what I said. Scarlet x Ash. I think there's like a key difference between the two that I don't want to I don't want to go into details on in case there's spoilers. There we go. Okay. Hands are so fucking weird. Look at this. Scarlet and Ash have not met. That's true. Scarlet x Paige would be toxic, bitter frenemies. Scarlet x Paige is like childhood friend that betrayed you. Extremely hard. You didn't need to meet the funny ships. Yeah, that's true. We do love a good crack ship in this house. There we go. I've drawn plenty of ship art for things that haven't existed before. Or ships that just like either they just don't, they never happened, or you know, we do love a good crack ship. Hello, hi Anaxum. It took me a hot second to remember that Ash wasn't the anime character in this context. Yeah, Ash is a different character in the game. Her name is Ash Winters. And she is ... question mark. Cartoon gender. True. Anaxum, to answer your question, I have got a comm from Clone Bodies, aka Rue, a Skeb style one to just draw Kip, and a whole bunch of more, kind of more like dresses and skirts type fits. More Feb presenting. Because she recently decided she wanted to experiment with some pronoun stuff. Previously, they were fully he, him, now they're trying he, she, they. Which is very fun. Technically, that's something that, that Weekly doesn't know, at the very least in character yet. I'm talking about it in the open now, because I didn't really want it to be a spoiler necessarily, but it was funny that it wasn't something that they knew yet. Cute skirt. Yes. Pronoun. One of the things I was considering for Kip originally before the campaign started was I was considering just kind of having an off-screen transgender arc where Kip after the events of the first PMD games just was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for a full she-her and everything. And then I thought about it more and I was like, I think I care about this character a lot. They're one of my favorites. I was like, I want to do something like that in character if I do it, like on screen. So that's what we're doing. Henry and the two she pulled by being a funny butch. So true. True. This one's pretty cute. I keep wanting to adjust the sleeve. I don't like the low dip. I feel like it would be uncomfortable. Also, this shoulder is fucked up. I want to try just kind of doing the proper lines from the sketches that I initially made, even though some of them are kind of wacky and poorly proportioned. So you're gonna see me doing a little bit of finagling. I don't have to do full clean lines on this one either. It's just kind of how as far as I want to carry it since it's Skeb style. But I do think I want to at least do flat colors. Candy said, added rude, said, legitimately, I got into the server I met Crab and Fen from via making bits and a mutual friend stream chat Lamau. Nice, 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 nice. That's a very good, origin story. It's beautiful. The internet is amazing. It allows us to do things like that. I'm gonna do the shapes, the colors for the hair, and just like the color layer. Something I do want to have in all of, Kip's, like, new design. We'll continue to have her jump off cliffs for everyone bullying. No! Poor Henry. I'm gonna do not do the thing where the eyebrows are visible through the hair. One thing I want to have in all of the updated Kip design is the hair clips. Because, they went shopping with Cisco and Henry. And one of the things that was retrieved during the shopping trip for like getting new clothes and stuff, which included getting clothes like this, like some dresses and some skirts, was specifically hair clips. Henry went and got her hair clips. And was like, maybe you could like wear your hair down more, you know, get some hair clips so that your hair stays out of your face. Kip was like, ah. Heart emoji. I hear something ship art and I surprisingly have more AK doodles. AK. Hey, okay. Funny bitch Riz in Yapos. True. She likes her. So true. Ooh woo. A-okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep moving around. I'm also gonna clear this. I might use this under sketch layer again later if I'm having trouble with the proportions. Luigi X Lightning McQueen. Thanks. World's funniest grandparent still goes to Kip. True. Ah yes, Cisco's fucked up and evil dad. Smile. Yeah. Candy said, I learned how Archer turned out, but I'm wondering where Detective Cyrano ended up. Smile emoji. I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about if I want to put like a little bit of makeup on Kip too. Maybe. I think at the very least for the one I'm currently working on, since it's like a fancy one. Crab said, I talked a bit about this. I think Cyrano and Archer have a strained relationship to the point Cisco probably doesn't know Cyrano even exists. Very true. Roman, what are these ships you're putting out? What's happening? How is Kip's a grandparent? Professor Cinnamon is technically a grandparent in quotation marks to Kip. Kip's default made up backstory essentially that Cinnamon made. Was that Kip was it was made up that Professor Cinnamon had like a child that was estranged from her, and then that child, quote unquote, Kip's mom got married, had Kip, and then shortly after they had Kip, died in like a horrifying like plane accident or something. And Kip was like, Kip for a long time, you know, until he realized he was a BB2. She was like, oh, well, clearly that happened. That's super scary. I don't really want to go on transportation anymore. Which was kind of part of the ploy, right? Because Professor Cinnamon didn't want Kip to leave, because if Kip tried to leave, Kip would fucking die. So if you make it so that they just don't want to leave, huge brain emoji. I like this song. That's fucked for the trauma. True. Went dark for a bit because I was driving to the store. Ooh, what kind of store are you going to? Can you get me a milkshake Monday? Cinnamon and Archer best friends forever, I see. Hashtag true. My guesses are either Cyrano's still doing whatever he's doing, is retired somehow, or crackpot idea Archer reverse BV2'd him into a Pokemon somehow. I mean, if you make a person into a BV2, which is possible, BV2s can be made either by scratch, by writing them a backstory, or just telling them they're a BV2, which is also an option. Or they could be transferred from a standard human into a BV2 body, which is a strenuous process that it does not have a 100% success rate, and if you fail, you die. But you know, you can get turned into a BV2 that way, and from there, when you're a BV2, you simply have to, for your voice clip, kill yourself, and then you become a Pokemon. Hashtag true, hashtag real, hashtag old coin, hashtag girl, hashtag set coin. True. Roman's going insane. Are you good, bud? Simply have a breeder user revive on the person. Huge brand idea. What is this? No. Let's have like some eyeliner. I think that's super cute. I think I'll do the lipstick and the color layer. I think I'm gonna color these. I don't necessarily have to, but like I really want to. I wasn't ready for the free run reference. Kip got bigger eyebrows now. Okay, okay, these are too big. You're so right. There you go. That's fine. I think this can go. No, I like them. No. I want to stick to the model. Well, let's stay on model. Let's put some additional eyebrows on for the makeup. I see it. Ruin kill yourself soundbite playing on my loop and my braid 24/7. So metal and for what? So true. Old fart person achieves immortality via becoming a BV2, does not realize the machine still decays. The machine does still in fact decay. I think in canon, the oldest known BV2 was made somewhere around, like, I think 2011. That's when Jupiter was made. Which I know was established at some point in the canon. In game, at least for campaign 1. So that's the oldest known one, and it's not known exactly how long they can live, but they definitely do decay as time goes on. And if a BV2 sustains a sufficient enough injury, they won't, like, I mean, they can bleed out, obviously. They can still do like what humans do. But sorry, I got really distracted by Roman talking about Doofenshmirtz. Question mark? Jupiter only died due to violence, not true old. Yeah. Was she holding up alright when she died? She was kinda... She was pretty I mean, I think that there was very clear signs that she was already starting to decay, but she was not like really bad off or anything. She looked normal. It was primarily like her voice and sometimes her responses to things were slower. And then Devada was like, "You failed your purpose. I'm going to fuse you to a monster, and make your life a living hell beyond what it already was." And she was like, and then she became the first PMD game's villain because of that. Smile. In-game BV2s die when they hit 0, no saves. Yes, this is also true. Princess Tutu looking ass. Hey, I thought it was negative con score. No, I'm pretty sure it's when they hit 0. Pokemon don't die at 0, they just faint. Real BV2 test is to bring all players down to 0 and see who lives. No! I'm like 90% certain that it's when they hit 0, they just die. I can literally pull it up right now. I know at the very least, cool trainers, I think, do that. Specifically. Da-da-da-da-da-da. BV2s are steel type. BV2s cannot take certain magical things. Maybe that's what I'm confusing it with. Perhaps, perhaps. BV2... Oh, let's do Yapos... Yapos Jam Session. Smile. BV2 FAQ. I'm not seeing the specifics right now. I'd have to look into my notes a little more directly. Did you talk about what Kip did herself after the page breakup? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I could do that. Neo's gonna get some line art done when they get home? You got a work in progress of your girl? Hell yeah. I hope that you do such a thing and that you have fun doing so. First normal strat for handling RSD, yeah. Gosh, where do I even freaking begin on that one? I don't want this to look too scraggly. This is supposed to be like a fancy prom dress type thing. Surprisingly created a BV2 clone before knowing what BV2s are as part of the story. Smile, yes. So BV2s, one of the core, I guess, design features on them, aside from all the stuff about Shadow Pokemon, etc., is that their minds are especially malleable. As I described in a couple of different docs, they're very susceptible to certain influences of like psychic and like mind control type stuff, specifically like psychic type stuff. And because of that, generally they also have the ability to have their memories wiped, or altered or rewritten. And because of that, I mean, you know, it's a very dangerous power to have. And during the Dante shot, which was like a small, I think 1 or 2 shot that was before Campaign 2 began, Kip was established to have figured out how to do that thing. And he managed to use that specifically to erase her own memory because she was really into one of the rivals, name of Paige. it essentially, after an incident happened, they were kind of into each other, and Kip was like super infatuated with Paige. Paige was like, "You are my boss technically while I'm here in Yapos. We've taken this too far. I'm uncomfortable. I don't even want to be friends anymore. Please just treat me like a coworker. Don't be like this anymore." And Kip was so upset about it that she erased her memory of hanging out with Paige for the past 6 months. Basically, only retained the fact that Paige was here and that he trained Paige in like a lot of Yaposian stuff. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh. Maybe I don't have a BB2 clone hearing more of this. Well, that ain't good. Yeah, it led to some pretty immediate problems for the weekly cruise campaign. This is supposed to be kind of like a Spiritomb-y dress. That's worse than I ever thought before. What did you think it was before? Kip erased their memories. Most normal interaction. True. Eating popcorn. Love to see it. Oh boy. Spiritomb. You didn't? What do you mean? You didn't say that she directly did this. I heavily implied it multiple times. I'm pretty sure when Kip was pressed about it after, Kip was like, "No, I have the feeling that I did this to myself." Kip said we gotta go bald. Not there's totally a thing here that he decided to remove. Yeah. No, Kip completely, Kip handled the rejection very, very badly and did it specifically to herself. I don't understand. If there's something that I just said that you guys, I guess I wasn't clear on, then now you know. You get some more. This is like a bonus features for Yapos right now. The worst part of what Kip removed was not even like, I mean, of course, you know, they were really sad to get rejected. But the worst part is that out of the stuff that they erased, they also erased the memory of Paige basically having a really, really horrible stalker. That they confided to Kip, and then Kip was like, "Well, I need to get rid of all of this, so this is going too." Not thinking about the fact that could become a serious issue by removing it. Also, hi Krakarak. Yapos director's commentary, so true. Hello, yay! Some experiment was done on an Axum's mother which affected into any offspring. Yes. I mean, I do like the lore too. I'm always happy to inspire other people to write, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to, you don't have to fully adhere to what I wrote, especially if you're just writing your own thing and it's not like directly in something that I'm making, right? Truly a Yapos moment. Yep. So true, so true. I think this can be a little bit scraggly because it is a dress based off of a ghost type. Later on, an Axum is adopting your sister. Hell yeah. Yep. I like how this one is looking. She's so cute. The nice tall stockings too. Posture check. I wasn't super shrimping, but I'll sit up a little straighter. Ugh. Felt a little crack in my back. You ever crack your back so good you get tinnitus? Oh, absolutely, yes. I've done that before. I do have a little bit of that tinnitus in my ears sometimes. If it's like dead quiet, it kind of fucks with me. one more here. One more layer. I'm recalling that Princess Tutu goes hard. I never watched this. Would it be something worth watching together potentially, or maybe? I mean, we have like a bajillion episodes of Hunter x Hunter before we can watch anything new anime-wise. Yeah, that's gonna take 5 William years. Five Defoes. So true. Just like a slight divot there. Zoop. Zoop. Slightly crooked stockings. 5 big booms. Yes. Just said, I know it was getting so hard to try to get people to watch it like back in high school. Ah. Yeah, I personally never watched it. Said that they did though. Yippee! I want this to kind of curl in slightly. Aww. She's happy. I want the hearts to be in a different color, actually. Okay, two of them. This one is especially cute. I really like the little Togepi dress. The mythos of Princess Tutu influenced some Cisco shenaniganery? That's cute. Maybe I should watch it as research. Let's scoot these kips ever so slightly upward and to the side, just to get a little space there. And we can alternate them, right? 3 this way, and then the other ones and the in-betweens. 1 more billion rays. Oh, Mythos the name of a character. Oh, Lamau. I don't know. 1 trillion tickets. That's how many tickets Venom 3 sold. This is empty. Into the Venomverse, true. You gonna get me to talk about Coach next? Anything but that? You hated this? What? Give me Coach. Hee. We love Coach in this house. Coach is my a character from a different campaign I played in, name of Dimitri H. Pendragon. The H stands for healthy meta. His mother was in a cult called the Children of Demeteros, but I often call it the Cult of Demeteros. I forgot to include clips in this one. I think the clips are gonna look like this for this one. The Cult of Demeteros, which was a cult dedicated to the genies. Landorus, Tornadus, Thundurus, and then later, when I made Dimitri, that Galar had just become a thing. So Enamorus had not existed yet. His middle name is Healthy Meta? Yes. It's Dimitri H. Pendragon. My brain immediately jumped to Coach from Left 4 Dead 2. Not quite the same Coach, no. Henry's dislike of Coach jumped to Crab just now. This is so sad. There we go. My brain's trying to cook up BV2 Aradora now and how the fuck she'd even act. Ooh, I gotta show you what freaking Myru, post conversion Myru looked like, because the essentially when a Pokemon is turned into a BV2, rather than creating like a shadow Pokemon, essentially they leave the husk of their body behind, and it is a Pokemon in quotation marks. It's gonna be funny if Coach meets Blue Junior, you know now. Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna be super fucking funny. If/when that happens. I don't feel like it's almost certain that it's gonna happen at some point. Dried Aradora? No! Carmine's a bit beefy though. Ally would approve. I disagree with her. Yeah. Figuring out how to draw Husk Myra from side angle was an adventure. Yes, the corpse that is left behind that is still alive is called a husk. Like, the name of Myru now, the body, the Togekiss body that was left, is Myru.husk. I feel like those are whens unless he goes back to monthly very soon. We'll see. Don't put Aradora in the dehumidifier. Duosion jerky ... question mark. It's like, that would be like drawing a jellyfish. Is that even like possible? There's like, what's left? Ugh. Now I want to see what a husk human Giscus looks like. Oh, I don't know. That's scary. Picture that old man. Aradora might Joe Mama. Thanks, honey. Violence! What does a dried jellyfish look like? Is it ugly? Does it look like a piece of paper? Or like a net? I'm eating a Lindor truffle I got for 50% off. That's Neapolitan flavored. Nom 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 nom. Yum yum yum. Husk Reggie, just a few dots in the air that's water type. This is so sad. Reggie Floaty? No! Make the eyes a little bit bigger in this case. I'm gonna show the eyebrow on this one because it's part of the expression. That truffle slaps, I just know it. It really does. It's very, very yummy. Yummers. I will say there's some specific information about Husk Pokemon that I can't really share because it's a spoiler. But it's fun. Ear. Maybe I'll give her a little clip-on earring. So cute. Oh. Togepi triangle hair clips. Yes, they're super cute. Eyes can expand up to 50% when someone sees something they like. True, cute. One day we could learn Huskler. Clearly, you just need to make friends with Carmine and ask. It's that easy, forehead. I really like what I did with the jacket here. I don't know if I'm gonna make this the same jacket that they're wearing in this pic or not, but the fact that she's kind of like wearing it hanging off the shoulders cute-like is super cute. I will put theories in Discord. I'm trying so hard to make friends with Carmine. You gotta make friends with Carmine. Make friends with Carmine. Yes. Are the husks even alive, or is it a spoiler? I'll say, I mean, from what the PMD party saw, the husk can move. It has the capacity to use Pokemon moves. That is the most I think I can say about it. Carmine would probably have a better chance to befriend Ally if he just never mentions his name and be chill AF. Okay, yes, but if Carmine showed up in front of Ally, I think anyone could very easily be like, why do you look like Kip? Question mark. The name would spook her to not trusting like she does with Scarlet. Yeah. The husk can eat as well. Yes! That is true, the husk can eat. You got me. Yes, 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 yes. In-character justification is you want to visit. Smile. If you want to talk to Carmine, I know someone who has a link. Yes, of course asking Arena to be a liaison for a logical and reasonable discussion is a good idea, and you should do it. There we go. This is what, is this that? Oh, I see, yes. Husk eats the bird seed. Carmine also eats the bird seed. He just wants to shoot the... True! Just want to talk! Oh, you know! Just want to talk. Walking up with a shotgun in hand. Actually, the zipper would be at the bottom, wouldn't it? A little cough, honey? Are you alright? Yeah. Glock talk! We should give more Yapos characters guns, I think. I'm coming around on it. Thanks. I'm having a recollection of a previous conversation where I think I said that guns were perhaps banned from Yapos, but they're definitely not. If I said that before, it's not the case anymore. That might have been like a pre-campaign start thing. Because they have shown up before. Yapos 2 edibles and guns, true. Yapos 2.5. Yes, queen. These eggs? Is it a metaphor? Allie would probably freak out a bit, like hearing about Scarlet being a stalker versus the globe-trotting cat/mouse rival thing would probably spiral her a bit. Girl was already defensive, but she's decently paranoid about people messing with her friends in general. This is fair. During the course of the game, legislation was passed. Oh, you know. Darna saw the two groups starting their adventures for a couple weeks and was like, you know what would make this better? Guns. Here you go! Oh wait, do I want little frills? No, I think we're good without the frills on this one. They're so cute. What? What a cutie. Sometimes just doodling certain characters will make me happy like this. I'm like almost flustered. Oh, an Axum! Let me turn back to normal. Thank you for the subscribe! Hell yeah! Hell yes. Yay! Yippee! I actually need to pop out chat. I just realized I didn't do that until just now. Because it was getting harder to read chat because it was covered up by other junk. Alright. Chat is now more visible to me. It's Peem. It's so Peem. Zoop. Had to resub. Yay! Speaking of subbing, and just like generally supporter type stuff, I am gonna probably schedule the Patreon arts for these legs are too big right now, I think. Slightly skinnier legs. They could work their way to bigger legs if they wanted, I guess. I'm trying to be a little consistent at least. I am visible. So true. Happy 3 or so weeks after Trans Day of Visibility. Yay! Every day of existence is Trans Visibility Day to me. What does that mean? I don't know. Looks in a mirror. There we go. These are like cute. They're like blockier in the front. This is actually need to fix. There we go. There's like a little wedge. There you go. Yay. Love this curb song so much. Yes. It's from Planet Robobot. I have not played many curbs. I played the recent Switch one. And I enjoyed that a lot. I actually did like the bonus endgame fight. That was super freaking hard. That was one of the first big streams I did, I think. Don't want to put the invisibility paint on today. That's why I'm visible. Nods. I'm allergic to paint. Here we go. Yeah. I like the smiles. So cute. Don't drink it then. So true. I will not drink the invisibility paint. Alright, I think I'm gonna do... Oh, yippee! 3 years! That goes insane. Oh shit! Wait, isn't my fucking anniversary of affiliate coming up soon? Oh, I should do something. 3 years! Bro, that goes crazy. Here it is. May 8th. Oh man, I'm gonna be gone. You should stream for 3 years straight. That sounds too hard, actually. I should do like a Skeb commission thing as well. I would love to have some more Skeb style comms. It lets me do whatever I want with the fun characters that are put in front of me. As a celebration for my 3-year affiliate anniversary, I should stream for 3 years straight. Maybe I should. It'll just be a slice of life ass stream. I'll just take you guys to freaking my retail gig with me. I swear to God, I can draw a straight line. Why am I struggling so hard with this one? There we go. Okay, it's pull, not push for straight lines. There. What if I skebbed my favorite Yapos NPCs? You literally could! I think right now, I would love to draw more Yapos NPCs just in general. The one thing that is on my wish list that I want to do, actually, on my VGen, I made a wish list TM. Right now, it's all like reference sheets. I want to draw ref sheets for the rivals. I want to draw a ref sheet for Dimitri 2025. Now? Question mark? Dimitri, Coach 2050 edition. And I want to draw a ref sheet for Eno. And I want to draw a ref sheet for Kip. And I want to draw a ref sheet for Carmine. But ref sheets take fucking forever. And Cora. Yes, Cora. And Paige. And Angelo. And Eva. Hashtag Coach 2050. So true. What if the world was made of pudding? This is so real. Oh wait, this isn't the full over-the-shoulder thing. It's like just a big-ass t-shirt. that is half over the shoulder, half normal. I do that all the time with my clothes. A lot of my clothes are too big for a shirt. Honestly, was gonna save those for a special occasion or something. This is fair. I mean, I'm happy to draw... Honestly, I'm just happy to draw in general. If I could subsist fully off of just drawing, and just that, I would be, honestly, so freaking happy. But tragically, life costs money. Thus, I have to do retail gig, which means I can't stream as often either, which is lame. This week was really rough. Like, I managed to squeak in that stream before Wednesday, but after that, the Wednesday shift and the Thursday shift I had was crazy. My knees feel fucking exploded. Candy said, with my clothes, they gotta be a size too small or I feel like a kid trying on their parents' clothes. Fair enough. I could totally understand the vibe on that one, even if it's not my vibe. I don't like having clothes that are too small because I, in real life, more on the... I mean, I'm fat, you know. That's okay. I don't mind. That's not a bad word or anything. But, like, when I have overly tight clothes, I feel like, you know, like a picture of, like, a fat baby with, like, a little propeller hat. And, like, a big lollipop or something. I don't want to over-accentuate my shapes. So, I like baggier clothes, generally. You're the awkward medium-tall size. Yeah. I'm very short. I think I've said it on stream before a few times, but I'm 4'11" and a half. I'm not even 5 foot. So, you know, all my jeans, I have 3 pairs of Duluth jeans, and I love the shit out of those. I do have to cuff them like 3 or 4 times for them to fit on my legs, even though I got a general size similar to my own. 6 foot, 125 pounds, and real thin. Yeah. Definitely could see wanting to have clothes that aren't super baggy if you're built that way. Nods, nods, nods. The half matters. Yes, 4'11" and a half. The half is super important. I'm not 4'11". I'm 4'11" and a half. I was 5 foot flat, and then I shrunk half an inch because my bones compressed or some shit. Let's put a couple of cute little hair clips. Some like stray hairs. This is like a waking up after a nap type thing. Cute. You shrank? No, I did. My bones compressed. It was like in the first fucking grade too. Literally like first or second. No. It was 5th grade. I was a really tall first grader. I grew really quick and then I just stayed that way forever. Formerly accused of being eepy. So true. Ooh, what? Drawing this is making me yawn too. I might get shorter because estrogen, but that I'm hard IDK on. Wait, is that really like is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. That can make you shorter? That goes crazy. Neck way too long in this one. I know her face is like stretched a little more because she's yawning, but that's too much. Easily too much. There we go. Much better. I remember a friend mentioned she got shorter on E. That goes nuts. Going mobile mode. Thumbs up. Not gonna magically become 5'5" or anything, but I've heard cartilage might shrink and hips might rotate and both mean shorter. Oh! Wow! You could grow a whole entire couple inches shorter from, like, your bones adjusting? I'm 2 for 2 on our friends yawning by drawing something yawning. So true. Oh, another one. Why? Yeah, 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 yeah. I had a skirt like this for a while. I don't know where it went. I used it for like a closet cosplay of Jade Homestuck. How else does your height change? Bones are the whole deal about it. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how else it could possibly change. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, that's how I got shorter, literally. Kip is already 5 foot flat, I think. So if they grew shorter than they already were, I think that they'd be a similar level of spiteful about losing the height that I am. It only makes sense. There we go. My dad had a compression fracture a while ago. I wonder if he's shorter because of it, said Candy. Wow. Perhaps. More height difference for Cisco. I mean, who said that? Who said that? Looks back and forth. Must have been the wind. Man, I want to play more of a frickin'... I want to play more Oblivion. I've been really wanting to, but I just haven't had the time. I might play it maybe after Crab is done needing the machine for work. Question mark. Also, how long have we been up? Hour and a half. Okay, that's not bad. Oblivion good. Hashtag true. Alright. Kip's gotta scoot to make room for more Kips. "90% of my friends are on Oblivion, yeah. I want to say that the game is very, very sandboxy. Oh. I mean, I played my fair share of Skyrim. I never played Oblivion. It was, like, kind of before my time. I know that since I played the original. Have you not played the new one yet in Axon? This one's cute. What's Oblivion? Oblivious about Oblivion, I see. Smile. I know, I was watching you play it yesterday. You're being silly with me. Please tell me more. Shaking my head. Let's do 3 clips this time. Do these clips actually do anything functionally? I don't know. I don't really think so. This is too squared off. But they're cute. Accessorized TM. I think that at best they're slightly keeping stuff out of Kip's face. Me silly? Me? Gungaga. And Axum said, I'm equally surprised how well Oblivion holds up, especially considering it came after Morrowind, which had BTS dice roll combat. Ain't that a bind? Don't like Morrowood's combat, yeah. Candy said, I forget, do y'all know about Stars in Time in here? I bought that game forever ago. I've been meaning to stream it at some point, but I was told it's very dialogue heavy, so I've been waiting for like a good point where I feel like doing a lot of reading. I have a mutual who really, really likes that. And also, I think I've followed the person who made that before, like, since well before they actually, like, made the It. So cute. We're blushing. Know of but not played. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, real dialogue heavy. Yeah, so I'd either have to do it on a day where I'm like super okay with reading a lot of dialogue, or be okay with not reading all the dialogue, or grab some friends to do the reading with me. I've heard it's really good. It's just I haven't had the time. As is the case with many things. This one in particular, I think I need to... There we go. That kind of messed up the line work a little bit, but it's fine. Voice acting mentioned? True! Oblivion has way more spoken dialogue, which reduces reading. Yes. Art book dropped, and apparently there's 2 Thirst Trap sketches because the creators' lesbian friends were going awooga at Odile. Oh, I know that one. Odile, yeah. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, that's cute. Aw. This kind of skirt is kind of weird. It's, I say it oh deal, but I don't know, I don't care. Yeah. Voice acting mentioned. I really want to do that Danganronpa stream I've been talking about too. I've just been trying to figure out like a good time to do it. Because the thing with the Danganronpa stream is that I want it to be weekly so that we don't lag behind, especially because it's such a... I mean, it's a longer game, I feel like, streaming-wise at least. Rumen said, wasn't there for a moment, had to cream a wound. Oh. I hope that you're okay. Did you get injured from talking about the crazy ships that you were talking about? I hope too. My Thursdays are free. Well, every other Thursday will be free now, right? Because we still got state game. Oh, true, yeah. Yeah, so I'd need to either have an alt day to do it on the off days, or, like, move something. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do a good old normal tank top here. Is this like a little necklace? It's kind of cute. Between the striped socks and like the skirt shape and everything, this almost makes me think maybe this is like an outfit that Angelo put together. With their love of 1990s to 2000s core stuff. Abdominal scar. Oog. That's Fridays though? No. State game is gonna be on every other Thursday from now on, right? And so every other Thursday is gonna be state game, and then Fridays is movie night. Mondays now is movie night and Blood Moon alternating. Tuesday is Yapos Day, except for like the 1 week off I typically tend to take a month. Wednesday's open now, for me. But you have your game, right? Hey, if you're trying out being more femme, how would you like to trying some femme clothes type fit? Yeah. It's cute, though. I feel like it could be a hit or a miss with a lot of people, but I think for Kip, it's just the euphoria of trying something out that she didn't really consider to be a possibility out of not wanting to inconvenience people. What is the alignment of the hand here? Thumb is facing forward. There we go. Freshly hatched egg, much like a certain kind of Pokemon. It's beautiful, isn't it? The metaphors. He who. True. Yes. Literally he who. I don't want to make it like too skinny either. I think this has got to be like a Converse of some kind. Oops. Whoa, weirdly itchy? Question mark? Hashtag symbolism. Pokemon eggs, aren't they like mammals? Oh, you know. All Pokemon lay eggs. That's just how it is. That's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. Thought of something dumb. I think I'm not gonna say it, actually. Maybe I should. No. It's not canon. Humans do not lay eggs like Pokemon do. Because I remember in Sun and Moon, there's a pregnant character at one point. So they don't lay eggs. Confirmed. Hashtag confirmed. Just in case anyone was worried. Roman's back at it again. Stop. Nagito eggs tails. I can't. What's going on? There we go. They don't like eggs? Well, I won't say a thing. Yes. The Kakyoin only feature just makes a BB2 that's Kakyoin. Are we going into Route 34 territory all of a sudden? No. Guys. Shaking my hands. Thought we were talking about Monster Hunter with people laying eggs. Do people lay eggs in Monster Hunter?
The cats do.
Huh?
The cats do.
The cats in Monster Hunter lay eggs? What do you mean?
I'm just making shit
Humans aren't like Pokemon. Don't worry about aura users, psychics, hex maniacs. Look, that's just power suites that happen to be in the setting. The Wyverians, oh. God, my brain's still musing on BV2 Aerodora, and I have zero clue how she'd even be, because the only reason she's a contest mon was because of an abusive trainer that was dominating the local circuit. Her drive to be the best at it is because I'm maladaptive. If I'm doing the best, then bad things won't happen. IDK how she'd be without that. Ooh. Yum. Is this Oh, do robots have ages? Is that robophobic? They can age. They very much can age. Kip was made as like a child and then aged up into an adult. I think I said that the youngest that they could typically be converted, a human can be converted into a BV2 is maybe like 10? With some few exceptions, maybe? I mean, there's always exceptions to the rules when it comes to life, right? But I think I said you could make like young or smallish children out of like BV2s, but you cannot make like an infant baby BV2. The technology just doesn't allow them to do that. So typically, like, I think the youngest could maybe be like 5 to 6 if you're really, really pushing the boundaries. Usually they're made or converted around 10 if they're turned into something else. There's the Skyla twins, right? Stella and Skyla? Making a character profile for AK on VGen because I want to experiment with that. Hell yeah. I made a bunch of profiles of my characters on VGen recently, though I didn't do too many because it's like... I like having most of my character profiles in Toy House, and I have like links to my Toy House for all of them, and then I just put the ones I feel like I'd get commissions of the most on there for now. But yeah, Skyla and Stella were twins. They were... What was the lore for them again? It's like, they were on a ship and there was like a big storm or something, and Stella managed to get away and survive riding on the back of a Talonflame, but Skyla... Liquid! I will hydrate, thank you. But Skyla fell off of the bird that was carrying them away. They fell into the ocean and then he died. Candy said, is there an age minimum for Pokemon becoming BB2s? Like, can they just get chucked in the butt fresh out of the egg? Kip was actually made from the egg of a Pokemon. Rather than making a shadow Pokemon. I'd say for a Pokemon getting turned into a BB2 and, like, leaving a husk behind, I think the only way they could tolerate something like that is if they were, like, fully evolved already. At least. They need, like, the maximum amount of energy possible to survive the operation. Age -1. Should also do something and finish that redone AK playlist. We love character playlists here! Hell yeah! This one's really cute. They're all really cute. Oh, Kip's so freaking cute. Love to see it. Last one, Pomni X Asterix. I don't know who the latter is. Did someone say character? Did someone say character playlist? Yes, we love character playlist. If I wasn't gonna get in trouble for playing them, I would totally play character playlists on stream. Like, I would be listening to the Kip one. But tragically, they're all on Spotify, and I can't capture Spotify anymore. And also, I don't want to get copyright struck and, like, have my stream get any strikes. My Airdor playlist keeps getting a song taken off and put back on Spotify. Yeah. I imagine Kips has spoilers? What, Kips playlist? I don't think so, actually. I mean, I could look. I'm pretty sure I shared it before because it was for Campaign 1. Eyes emoji. Look up Asterix, he's a comic icon. I'm looking. Oh, this one! I know this. They could be cute together. Smile emoji. I'm gonna try a YouTube playlist because I refuse to pay Spotify Premium. Valid. If anyone wants to shout out any Spotify alternative options, you're welcome to do so. I'm considering it myself. Did I draw this on the same layer? Oh, you're kidding. Whoops. Here we go. There. Okay, last one. The first one that I was struggling with super hard. I love Asterix. His fun main character and his design is so fun. I like it too. Yes. Does the BB2 tend to be named the same as whatever the Mon was? The only publicly known example is Carmine, who did change his name when he became a person again. I think it's totally up to the individual.
The naming convention, like Roman gods?
That's not, like, the naming convention for all BB2s that are made from Pokemon.
But generally, there's a...
There's a naming convention of that. I mean, you know, it's a secret. Smile. There's a naming convention of those. But the reason that they're named like that, like Carmine is different and secret. Wink, wink.
You don't want to be associated with Cinnamon anymore, so they changed it to Carmine Accidenti, right?
No.
No?
No, his name is actually Carmine Cinnamon. Still. So, you know.
Carmine Carcidenti.
Carmine Car Accidenti, thanks. Carmine Accidenti, exclamation point. We love Carmine Accidenti here. Neo said, I just added a new song to my Nova playlist the other day, and it's not even an aspect of her. It's a love song I imagine would express her feelings towards someone she has feelings for, but since that person doesn't exist yet, shrug. I think it's still fun to have that sort of thing. I have at least a couple of songs, I think, on Kip's playlist that are specifically about just yearning or feelings in general that could be targeted towards characters that she's interacted with.
We gotta get Nova in a game.
We gotta get Nova in a game. Honestly, I think it would be fun to have Nova in a game, and then that cool Rockstar one that Kim made, that she drew a couple arts.
Fine, I'll work on it.
Thanks, honey. Carmen Accidenti, who died in a manner you'd never guess.
he died.
Did Carmine accidentally not die?
I don't know if he died. I think he died. Did
Oops.
he die?
Distorts my kib. Please put him back to normal. There we go. There. Eyes emoji. Roman is talking about sharing songs and playlists of his OCs. Hell yeah.
You should do that.
You guys are welcome to share. I think the best place in he fucking died, dude. This is so sad. Carmen accidentally died. He was a scorpion bite. Not even a sting, a bite.
Nibble.
Just a spoonful. Side profiles are always so hard. There we go. Wait, no he didn't. The game lied. She died in the mines because she yearned for the Carmines. This is so sad. This can't be real.
Brother, I am pinned here.
A little bit of an extra foof there for this one. Yippee! Brother, I am pinned here. Hello.
Brother, I am pinned here.
Thank you. Steak, hi! Waving. Carmine Field, is that anything? True. Carmine Field is true because of what Arena did to Carmine. Yay, it's Steak. So true.
She's so funny.
You also very much created AK, right? Vegan reasons. Yeah, you can put me down as a partial creator for that. I do not mind. I appreciate getting a credit. Although, I don't know if I'm as much of the... I mean, I helped with the character design heavily for sure, but like, well... I don't know if the created is the same as like accrediting for like making the art. Shrug emoji. Steak, we've been talking about Yappa's shenaniganery this whole time. It's been very fun.
Like 30 seconds, don't worry.
No, we talked about it a lot. We talked about it like almost this whole time. Coob's lying. The lying Krabby. Eyes emoji. Yes. Carmen Accidenti is wild because he was in the Ace Attorney Leighton crossover. So that means there's people in Ace Attorney with Ace Attorney as names walking around Leighton Land. That's crazy.
That crossover's so good.
Oh, I choose co-creator. Thumbs up emoji and Axum. Don't forget the Ace Attorney character that is called Day the Man. My good friend Day the Man. Horrible thing.
The first investigation's case, I want to say case 4? Yeah.
You're never going to believe what happened to my friend Day the Man. He leaved. Smile. He leaved. He leaved.
Oh.
We're just gonna have some interesting convos pretty soon, I think. Yeah. Virgil and Sujin have been having a conversation in one of the DMs. Carmen Accidenti. We keep talking about Carmen Accidenti. Is that like we're not even talking about normal Carmen anymore. It's Carmen Accidenti specifically. Hi Cheetah. Also waving. This is so sad. Don't forget the character called Dr. Crab. Is that real? Honey, is that real? Krabby has gone into the ultra kill zone. Dr. Herman Crab, yeah. Sweet, Eno would have gotten stabbed or threatened next time Morty saw him. No, don't threaten Eno! He's too cute to get stabbed. Into the abyss. Into the ultra kill. Crab's been really liking ultra kill. I'm too rich to be kidnapped. This can't be real. What is this song? The Paula Theater. Oh, Earthbound. It's cute. This is a cute, like, little cardigan looking ass thing. Dr. Herman Crab has a penguin child in his hair? Honey, is that real?
What?
Dr. Herman Crab?
That's true.
Wow. Eno's too divine to get dropped by an angry child. I think the main thing that protects Eno from getting murked by Morty is mostly just being able to fly. More than anything else. I mean, as of right now, at least. Crab, is this real? True. Earthbound was certainly an experience. I liked watching Vinny play it. Vine sauce. Boss music for customer service. Let's do Grave Shift. Do you know the indie RPG Off? Yes! I never beat Off. Sorry. I've never played it. But I was on Tumblr when it was like a flavor of the month game that people were super into. No, no more objects. No. I've invited a demon into my house, essentially, by addressing Off in such a way. Jero said, I think the funniest outcome that would be bad to happen would be Morty earning Amma's respect via the Yoinker Stabby. The Yoinker Stabby. A callback to the jerk off from Case 5. True. You can't beat off. I'm sorry. No. Chat, don't clip it. Chat, don't. Rivalry of the Gods continues with Marshadow's side via Eno. You don't know how those two would interact. Maybe they're friends. They could definitely be friends. I think that there's nothing wrong. And, you know, totally wouldn't have an inherent judgment against Amma for what Amma does, or is. Melly always have the best theories, so true. Did Crab know you didn't beat off? Honey, I'm sorry. Crab is too busy. Crab doesn't care. Eno would try to be friends. Amma slaps his hands. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you need to make it happen. Smile. To see the results of that situation. Time to go and fetch Eno. And just bring him to freaking Dapple Reef, I guess. Foot too big. There we go. Yeah. Background music number 10 from the Mahjong. Wow. Eno's phone does have everyone's contact info from Virgil. This is true. Eno should travel with us. Smile emoji. We'll see. We'll see. I'm holding off on doing any more Eno finagling for right now. I kind of want to let Weekly just bond with each other first and foremost before I start bringing some more of the posse in. Plus, you're already kind of on an Angela arc right now. Spirit of Justice took the fact that they were in a new country and used it as an excuse to give people the most unsubtle names I both love and hate at TBH. It's super funny. Really good. Peace, love, and understanding the character. I thought Candy was joking. I guess she wasn't. There's literally a character named that?
Yes.
That's insane.
It's so funny.
Imagine an Ace Attorney character named Jordan Hoff. What do you mean? Is it supposed to be fucking Jorkin? I don't like that one. What is the implication of having an Ace Attorney character named that? I don't know. These legs look pretty wrong now that they're drawn out like this. I think this has to be more of an angle. The hips are like right around here. It would be like that. Okay. There we go. There's also a character fighting against a corrupt government. A corrupt government named That's Arable. Like, that's terrible? Hebe Jorkin. So true. The actual name for the peace, love, and understanding person is Peace, Loben, Understanden. Or something like that. You can already see why I didn't bother spelling it out. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's super funny. I mean, you know, they knew they were being funny. At least there's that, I suppose. Foots is way too small here. Yeah, we talked about, we talked about Carmine. We talked a bunch about Kip. Kip's origin point. Oh, not like that's terrible. More like that's a rebel. Oh, interesting. Good job with the P, honey. PP time.
Another level P rank.
You have to do your call soon. I'm probably gonna end the stream whenever you have to do that.
4.
It's at 4? It's 3:30. Should I be done? I'm at the 2-hour mark and I just finished the lines, just about.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You think this is a good time to be done?
Done.
Yeah. Look, we finished the lines. I think I'm probably gonna finish the colors. I'm just gonna keep working on this after the stream. But this was a fun stream. I had a good time. I liked hanging out with y'all and chitter-chattering. Hey, looks nice. Yay! I will do some colors. It'll be super cute. Stream was a fun. So true. I love chitter-chattering with my chat. I feel like I should start doing streams that are just sitting here and talking. Maybe like fucking watching YouTube videos or something. Yapaholic. It's Yapos.
It is true. Yeah.
Yapos. My fave is Togepi. The Togepi dress. It's very cute. Yes. Agree. All right. Well, that was fun. I think. Oh, I finally got home and get to do my art. Yeah, now. Hell yeah. Neo, I hope you have a good time doing your art. I am gonna scoot my boots.
Who we get?
Who are we getting, chat? Let's see. Drink every 10 bucks. Maybe we do a reaction stream.
I don't know who this person is, but they recommended.
Who is that? I'd rather read a mutual, honestly. I don't know. I'm gonna check. Have a good day. Thank you. You too. After the stream, I'm gonna do more AK work. Hell yeah. I hope everyone has a good rest of your week. Has a good weekend. I think the only other stream this week, I might do something on Sunday if I'm free. Otherwise, Crab is gonna do a Cramorant stream tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, either that or Sunday. Depends on what's up.
After this, I'm waiting at the clock and work and resting. Yeah, it does depend on Justin's stuff. He hasn't said anything, so. All right, what have you sent me? This furry?
Yeah, why not?
Sure, I'll search for this furry. How long have they been up?
3 hours.
Are you sure they're gonna be continuing for much longer?
Looks like they're in the midst of doodling. So.
Okay, I guess I'll raid them. All right. I will probably try and post my stream schedule on Sunday if I can manage. Otherwise, it'll probably be a Monday post. Although I'm probably gonna stream on Monday because I think I don't have a shift until later in the day. We'll see. For now, I'm sending you guys off. I will see y'all soon. Hopefully, I'm trying to stream more. I swear to God, I'm gonna schedule a reaction stream this following week. Stomping my feet and clapping my hands. All right, see y'all around. Bye.